Adam Kucharski, The Rules of Contagion, Why Things Spread, and Why They Stop. Get ready to embark on a journey through the fascinating world of contagious events as we explore the book, The Rules of Contagion, Why Things Spread, and Why They Stop by Adam Kucharski. This summary will delve into scientific models and the power of mathematics in predicting and understanding the spread of contagious diseases, such as malaria and the Ebola virus. We'll also discover how these models can be applied to other aspects of life like finance, ideas, and even violence. The core ideas presented here not only help us grasp the principles behind various contagions, but they also enable us to learn from the past and better prepare for the future.
Mathematical models and disease control. Mathematical models have revolutionized the way we study the spread of infectious diseases. Ronald Ross, a British surgeon, was a pioneer in the use of mathematics to study outbreaks. Ross developed a theory that malaria was spread by parasite-carrying mosquitoes and was able to prove it by getting mosquitoes to bite malaria-infected birds and transmit the disease to healthy birds. He went on to propose methods of controlling malaria by reducing the number of mosquitoes in an area. Ross calculated that removing or treating stagnant water would have a direct impact on the number of new infections. He also highlighted the importance of two statistics, the rate of infection and the rate of recovery, showing that once the rate of recovery surpassed the rate of infection, the number of cases would eventually reach zero. Ross's contributions marked a groundbreaking approach to studying infectious diseases using mathematics and models. Understanding the rules of contagion. Thanks to scientific models like the SIR model developed by researchers, we understand the rules of contagion, not just in healthcare but also in other aspects of life. Ronald Ross introduced the concept of happenings, which spread either independently or dependently. Dependent happenings such as ideas and beliefs follow an S-shaped pattern of slow initial spread, rapid increase, and eventual leveling off once the idea becomes unlikely to come into contact with a susceptible person. These models can also be applied to the adoption of new products and provide valuable insights into the behavior of contagions in our everyday lives. Financial contagion. The book describes how financial contagion occurs and how it led to the 2008 financial crisis. Bubbles, such as the dot-com bubble and the tulip craze, also follow the same rules of contagion. The author explains how CDOs evolved into a dangerous product and how it spread through the financial system until it collapsed. Violence as a disease. Violence can spread like an infectious disease, and maps are an indispensable tool for epidemiologists in such cases. Gary Slutkin's research led to the organization called Cure Violence, which treats gun violence as one would treat a pandemic flu. The violence interrupters identify high-risk areas and counsel victims, friends, and family members towards alternative options such as nonviolent retaliation, resulting in a 2/3 reduction in shootings in Chicago's West Garfield Park within a year. How ideas and memes go viral online. A grad student turned viral content creator, Jonah Peretti, has utilized his knowledge of contagion rules to craft marketing campaigns that go viral online. In his book, he explains how the internet provides plenty of data sources to make predictions and why ideas and memes can go viral. Epidemiologists face various challenges in making accurate predictions due to the difficulty in obtaining good data, especially during a pandemic outbreak. However, on the internet, data is plentiful and easily accessible. Jonah Peretti, a viral content creator, knows how and why things go viral on the internet. He uses his knowledge of the rules of contagion to create marketing campaigns that can go viral. Peretti relies on the equations that tell how kind of outbreaks to expect and a reproduction number is less than 1. For example, a tweet that gains 130 retweets may only have a reproduction number of 0.04, indicating that it is unimpressive. Overall, Peretti's book discusses the reasons behind viral content creation, how easy it is to obtain data sources online, and the rules of contagion modeling that predict how viral a marketing campaign can be. The science of viral online content. Online content can act like contagious viruses, constantly adapting and mutating to become more shareable. While influencers can help, studies show their impact is limited, and there is still little consensus on what makes content go viral. Have you ever wondered why some online content goes viral while others remain dormant? 95% of the content on Twitter is tweets that no one has shared. Surprisingly, the role played by influencers in helping content to spread is minimal. Research by Jonah Peretti along with teams from Microsoft and Facebook tried to answer the question of why some pieces of content appeal to people because of which they want to share it with others. Online content functions like a contagious virus that can mutate and change, just like the flu. Vaccines take around 6 months, but the flu has already affected many people by then. Similarly, popular memes are famous for mutating and becoming more shareable amongst people. Even minor changes like adding a sentence to a donation request can make online content more appealing. But what about influencers? Studies have found that the effectiveness of influencers in helping content to spread is limited. Studies have shown that superspreaders, or singular people who can cause something to become hugely viral, have only a limited impact. Even if a celebrity with millions of followers shares content online, there's still no guarantee that the content will get shared worldwide. A superspreader on the internet is the person who infects barely 11 people instead of 2. Despite analyzing popular Twitter posts, there is still no agreement on identifying specific characteristics that make a tweet go viral. As a result, there is still no reliable way to predict online popularity. However, online content mirrors a contagious virus in its ability to mutate and change over time. Limitations in using technology for contagion tracking. Technology can aid in tracking contagions, but there are downsides that should be considered. While historical data can help in analyzing crime and predicting outbreaks, it can also reinforce racial biases in policing and arrive too late to be useful. Real-time data from sources like Google and Facebook can potentially be useful, but users' personal data must be collected transparently. The key message is that technology can help track contagions but with limitations.
In conclusion, The Rules of Contagion gives readers insightful takeaways from the historical battles with contagious diseases and their impact on society. From Ronald Ross's mathematical models in studying malaria to the patterns observed in financial contagion, this book showcases the vital role of scientific models in understanding and controlling the spread of various events. The ubiquity of technology today brings both benefits and limitations in tracking and predicting contagions. As we move forward, recognizing and balancing the power of technology with an emphasis on transparency can lead to more informed decisions and create a better future for all.